What's up, YouTube? It's Mr Lowkey, telling you what's lit and quiet in the city of Tokyo. If you found any part of this video interesting, funny, helpful, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and let's talk about today's topics. I'm giving you more topics. Now, it's snowing today, and I got my beanie on, I got my biggest and baddest hoodie on, I got my North Face bubble goose on, and it's YouTube time. I'm recording a video while making a video, it's happening. And today, I really want to talk about Supreme. Now, it's my first time encountering actual Supreme stores. I have seen, different people rocking it and on the internet, but actually visiting the stores and seeing a drop and being there and taking in that energy is demystified some of the process for me. I'm mad into fashion, and I almost have a voyeuristic approach to fashion. Like, I like watching it. I don't necessarily need to own everything new or old or legendary that comes out. Sometimes I can appreciate it, from a distance. And being in Tokyo, Japan in general has got the most Supreme stores of any country in the world. And if you go on the internet, you can research as to why that is. And Supreme does cost a little bit more here than other places. Different items go for different markups. But the market for Supreme, though, is lit here. Wow. Like, Japan is like the entry point in Asia for Supreme. And particularly in Shibuya, like, from where I'm, there are 4 places you can get Supreme. So there's a Supreme store in. The first one was Daikanyama, and a very nice Supreme store. I paid it a visit, and it's quieter. I think if you're looking to get items from a drop, probably Daikanyama would be your best bet. Okay, Supreme store in Shibuya, next to like Camelot and the kids store and the Bathing Ape store. The one in Shibuya is probably the biggest one, but the lines are crazy. I once went to a drop. I did when they did the Sub-Tempo drop. Shibuya is crazy. The lines go all the way up to freaking Yoyogi Park. So Shibuya is tough. Third official Supreme store in Japan is Harajuku, Jingumaya. It's right on top of the neighborhood store, and I actually paid them a visit, the neighborhood store, and I got myself a little souvenir from there. It was actually kind of cheap to buy. If you buy the lighters are a lot cheaper. So I highly recommend the lighter if you ever go to the neighborhood store. One Harajuku is quite nice to visit as well, but Daikanyama would be your best bet. Now, the fourth place that not many people know is in Ginza. Dover Street Market actually has a Supreme exhibition, if I can call it that, and legit, you can get Supreme items, and it's quite fresh. So if you're looking for, all the Supreme locations in Tokyo, definitely don't forget the Dover Street Market. The resale market is massive. Stores like Bring, stores like Rinkan. If you want like a box logo and you got, bank to break, then by all means, like, the resellers here have almost every item. I love to walk in and take a look, and wow, just interacting with those items and knowing just the hype around it is lit. Very, very lit. And if I can kind of link this into just being broke in Japan, like, you're broke and you're watching people walk in and buy this stuff, and I'm like, no. Something doesn't add up. Like, I need to change up my hustle and I need to get on this. So I'm YouTubing about it. So it's a start. Now, just speaking on how crazy, Supreme is in Tokyo, it's amazing, when you look at the history and the lore of it, and how it started off, Jeff Jebbia working for Sean Stussy, managing a Stussy store, and he's getting his hustle on, and then he wants to start a more adult-centered skate brand with that New York identity. And I like the way that people in Japan resonate to that. They see how it's being curated, and they'd like to, buy a piece of that. So I'm gonna come back to that particular point of how Supreme started and link it to how it's now transitioned from its niche to within the skate community to being more mass culture, and the way it's reacted to that and how they've adjusted their business model to really work well with that. And I like how there aren't that many stores and they've kept it, quality over quantity. When I actually walked into the store, like, I even want to draw a comic about this. I want to draw a comic, but you walk in and it's not the typical, can I shine myself? Welcome. What would you like to see? It's like, wait in line here. Go there. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You take this. Okay, go. We don't have it. We don't have your size. Okay, any size. Okay, any size. Like, that's like the Supreme experience, pretty much. And people eat it up. Wow. Like, the lines were crazy and it was in demand, and it's very, their business model is like so interesting to me. And from that, I just want to segue to my next topic of a YouTuber who like really inspires me, and that would be like KSI. And I like how when KSI first started, and like from the beginning, the guy's a Nigerian British, young. Guy's young. He's this funny, raw kid who plays video games. Like, already, I'm like, from that being successful, like, get out of here. Like, at that time, like, the successful black role models were probably involved in some form of, cough syrup drinking, drug use, gangster or rapper. No. This guy makes jokes. He's funny. And he's raw. Like, it was that high school playground humor. Those really raw, offensive jokes you couldn't say anywhere. Like, he was using that stuff on YouTube, and it was accessible. And he was very savvy. Like that good comedic delivery. Like, you ever watch his really old FIFA videos? It's interesting how he made a very unique product. It's like something you couldn't get on TV. You couldn't make jokes like that on TV or radio, and YouTube was like one of the few outlets you could you could get it. And at that time, YouTube was even becoming better than TV. And one of the reasons I liked his channel so much was we were watching like Cartoon Network, old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like 10 years plus, that had been sold into syndication and were just repeated daily. With KSI, you got new, fresh, current content and stuff that related to memes, like that week, that month, joke of the week, joke of the month. Like, he was on it, and he told it in a really funny way. And I think that's when like you could see YouTube was less regulated than TV, and he didn't have to go through the whole distribution channels of having to go through like a film team, writers, producers, and eventually it comes on TV, or you have to buy him at a record store, a DVD. YouTube could jump past all that red tape and get straight to the consumer and interact with the consumer. And I think it was an incredible way that KSI uses to become really, really successful, and I'm really inspired by it. And like, I know I'm a bit late to the party, but I'm here. YouTube, I'm here. I'm on the hustle too. I'm out to get that money, make it happen. And I do have some criticisms about KSI, and it's part of some of the reasons why I like him as well. Like, I like that he's authentic, and that's really him, and that's what he's about. And like, he made mistakes, and he did some controversial things, and some of his humor was, how can I put it? It was, like, I'm sorry to say it, but that coon humor, that I'm black, I eat chicken, it got a bit cringe there. And like, musically, I can't really speak on the particular style of grime that he does because it's not my forte. I'm more on like classical, like rap music, 90s golden era kind of stuff. That's more my vibe. I like that how he's flexible and adaptable, and he changes, and he can give you something new. And he does, like, in the last 5 years, I've had about 5 different jobs. So to stay in YouTube, stay focused, stay consistent, delivering content, and he's still doing it, and he's still serving it in a fresh new way. I like that a lot. This new boxing KSI, yes. I like that his, those attributes, that he's determined, that he's focused. Like these are things that I almost think like KSI, if you stripped away all the success right now, just with those qualities alone, he could get it back. Like, I'm not sure where I read that some of the rich people of today, if you took all the money away and you gave it to somebody poor, that poor person, through bad habits, lack of determination, lack of, adapting, and would lose that money. And the person who's had their money stripped away could earn it back even in a different way. And I think KSI is that type of person. Like, even without all his subscribers right now, if he lost all of that, just through his hard work, his consistency, if he wanted to be a comedian, he could have done stand-up. I think the way he goes about, he could have done stand-up. He could have worked in marketing. He could have been a success. He could be a professional boxer. I really think so. The way he stayed on it, and the way he had that raw confidence, like that's not fake, that's not acting, he makes it, he controls what happens to him. And I really want to channel that to my situation of being broke right now. Like, no, I think I can use my creativity and my ideas and this amazing platform of YouTube. Like, I think in the olden days, you were born poor, you lived poor, and you died poor. But I think now, with a lot of these platforms that are available to more people, you can change that. Your future is in your hands to control. And fully, it's been on my mind so much lately. And like, I'm super inspired by KSI's story. His brother, I want to make a separate video on. His brother also inspires me, but I want to give him his own video and talk about how his brother does things a bit differently to KSI. So I also like the partnerships and collaborations KSI did in the past. I feel that played a big part to his success. He didn't do it alone. So as much praise as I want to give to him working with a lot of very interesting people also helped it happen. Him, shifting all those different things helped a lot. I love the boxing KSI. This I like a lot. I like how it's focused on, training. I'm big into my training. I like how determined he is about that. I like the show he's putting on. And I think we're seeing the start of the amazing things he's going to do. So I think I'll leave it at about there. I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Oh, no. I want to go back to linking that to... I want us to look out and support the new coming KSIs as well. As amazing as this KSI is, I think there are more. He's inspired many other people to also do many great things. Supreme as well. Let's look out for the Supremes that are to come. And a fashion label I really like a lot in Japan. If you want to get into Japanese fashion, I really recommend Cypher Code. I'm going to put a link at the end of this video. I mess with Cypher Code big time. I like the way they present their product, the way it looks. I think Cypher, the aesthetic, they've got it down. It's that simple logo, that premium hoodie. I'll showcase some items I like on their website, and I'm really liking Cypher Code a lot. Forget Never. I'm messing with that big time. So I want to give more shout outs to hustles I support. And I'm gonna leave it there. Mr Lowkey, I'm gonna give you that Sakai. It's all in the eyes that look of success. We're gonna make it happen. We're on the hustle. I'm about that money. Yo. Peace.